John 13:35. By this, all people will know that you are my disciples, if you have love for one another. In his book, Dad, the Family Coach, David Simons offers a story of love that expresses, I believe, the kind of love that Jesus has for us. Love that is given no matter what the cost. As we enter into Holy Week, may this be a reminder to all of us of how we should love one another. David writes, I took Helen, 8 years old, and Brandon, 5 years old, to the Cloverleaf Mall in Hattiesburg to do a little shopping. As we drove up, we spotted an 18-wheeler parked with a big sign on it that said Petting Zoo. Of course, both the children jumped in a rush and asked, Daddy, can we go? Please, please, can we go? Sure, I said, flipping them both a quarter before walking into Sears to look for that Saul that I wanted. A few minutes later, I turned around and I saw Helen walking behind me. I bent down and asked her what was wrong. She looked up at me with those giant, limpid brown eyes and said sadly, well, Daddy, it cost 50 cents. So I gave Brandon my quarter. Then she said the most beautiful thing I had ever heard. She repeated to me our family motto, love is action. She had given Brandon her quarter, and no one loves cuddly, furry animals more than Helen. She had heard and seen love in action in her family, and now she had incorporated it into her little lifestyle. It had become a part of her. Well, what do you think I did? Well, maybe not what you might think. As soon as I finished my errands, I took Helen to the petting zoo. We stood by the fence and we watched Brandon go crazy petting and feeding the animals. Helen stood there with her little hands and chin resting on the fence, and she just watched Brandon. I had 50 cents burning a hole in my pocket, and I never offered it to Helen, nor did she ask, because she really knew what the whole family motto was. It's not love is action, it's love is sacrificial action. Love always pays a price. Love always costs something. Love is expensive. When you love, the benefit accrues to you, not to me. Love is for you, not for me. Love gives, it doesn't grab. Helen gave her quarter to Brandon and wanted to follow through on her lesson. She knew she had to taste the sacrifice. She wanted to experience that total family model. Love is sacrificial action. Holy God, may the example of this little girl remind us of the sacrificial love that you modeled for us in the life of Jesus. May we then follow the path of love that Jesus walked as we love one another. Amen. May the God of love bless you this day and always.